think there's an agenda of total control of human beings at play. I know that can sound quite far-fetched and quite exaggerated, but I think that's exactly what we're living through. I think those that are making the decisions, and none of us are really sure who is actually making the decisions, but the decisions are being made globally and they're not being made by our own politicians. I find each and every day more and more legislation is tabled and passed that encroaches on our freedom. We've got digital identity bills before Parliament. We've got a treaty, an international treaty, where the World Health Organization will be able to control what people put into their bodies, and Australian elected politicians won't have anything to say about it. I think the end game for those in control is total domination and total control. I think it's also an exercise in dehumanising us. I think this has been going on for a good 50 years now. I think while we might not realise it, things like putting our parents into aged care facilities, having both parents working and putting our children into childcare facilities to be cared for by someone else, euthanizing our pets, all of this kind of thing is gradually dehumanising us and separating us from our loved ones and the things that give us joy and hope for the future. I think more and more there's dehumanising agendas at play. I think the cosmetic surgery industry is a good example of that, making you ashamed of who you are as a person. I think all of these things have been happening mainly in the last 50 years, have been to dehumanise us, get us less attached to our bodies and each other. And I think the end game is total dehumanisation. I think things like pet ownership, home ownership, car ownership are all in danger of being taken away. I think we're moving towards a socialist, communist state. And again, I know that sounds pretty exaggerated, but that seems to be where we're heading. So these are all really concerning things to me. And this is where I think we're heading unless we get some people with integrity into our institutions and into our parliament that can hopefully block some of this from happening.
Authorised by Lisa Matthews for the United Australia Party, Gold Coast.